We're going to do, this is a trial sermon. And I've done these many times. I haven't done them lately. Because everybody keeps saying these sisters, brothers, and not me. So I have an intro that I do, and I talked with Sister Ashley about some of the things that have happened and things that were said to her. And I have an order of how I do things at Apostolic. And according to whatever office or gifting that you have, I share certain information. I do tests. I take notes. I mark out, I ask, I check, and then I go over it later so they can begin to understand not only how to minister the word, but also the office that they are striving to walk in. Are y'all hearing me real good?
Yeah.
And then I gave us some pointers as a preacher. Somebody said, "What you say?"
What you say?
I said, "Now, Ashley, people gonna judge you by what you say now." Hello, somebody. When you preach and you witness and you testify, say young. Back, I say. I gave you candy. What else? So it is not easy. And one of the things you have to remember when you see somebody up here, I'm gonna pull this up because she got on heels, so I can kind of save her. Because I have flats on. I'm to the ground. People respond to the word of God differently. Are you right about it?
Yes, sir. Right? Yes,
And I've had certain ones get up in here and they realize it ain't easy standing here and talking and ministering, especially to us folks.
Yes, sir. It ain't easy at all.
It ain't easy. So I told her, I said, stay focused and don't let people deter you from what God is giving you. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this I want to talk about this office and then I'm going to give you her intro. The office of a prophet is an endowed by God to function in a higher realm of ministry than the Holy Ghost gift of prophecy. What that means is it's a difference between having the gift of prophecy, able to prophesy to somebody, and holding an office as in the government of the church. A prophet or a prophetess, female version, is prophetess, is when you are part of the government or the leading role administration of the church. The gift of prophecy operates with saints or a minister for the general of building, encouraging, and comforting of one another. The difference in the office of the prophet and the local church gift is that the office of the prophet is authorized and anointed by God to flow in the areas of guidance, instruction, rebuke, judgment, revelation. They should put on their crucifying. Or whatever Christ chooses to speak for the purifying and the perfecting of his church. Prophets are especially anointed to receive what is next on God's agenda for restoration. Prophets are guides. Prophets participate in all of God's plans, purposes, and performances on the planet. They are the voices which prepare the way for the second coming of Christ by bringing revelation knowledge concerning Christ. Revelation knowledge on scriptures that must be fulfilled before Christ can return. Anybody remember the preacher that got up and was prophesying about the end of the world?
Yes.
And they asked me, I was at work, they said, well, Sam, what do you think about it?
Yes.
I said, I'm going to keep it very simple. I said, the Bible said, no man knoweth the day or the hour, so God ain't changed his word. So I don't care how many churches he over, and I don't care how many people under him, it ain't going to happen. Because God got his word to fulfill. A lot of times, people get into themselves, and they let people boost them up, and they go to prophesy some crazy stuff. And then when it don't come to pass, see what happened was.
You ain't believe God.
Character and work of John the Baptist as a prophet. God's prophets have purpose. The nature and characteristics of prophecy. I'm just going to read a little bit of this and then I'm going to do her intro. Prophecy is communicating the thoughts, ideas, and deliberations and the intents of God to humanity. When somebody is in the prophetic realm, that they are not coming from their own mind. This is why I tell people, this office is not anything to play with. Because what you're telling people, this is what God's saying.
Come on.
This is what God is doing in your life. And what people don't, they always tell you about the good part about being a prophet, but they don't tell you those restrictions that are on us. Anybody that prophesies in God's name, something that he said, they say he said that he did not say, he said, I will deal with that prophet. If you prophesy, I'm going to tell y'all a little history story. This lady was going around, she wasn't just going around as a prophetess, she was going around as an apostle. And she was speaking in tongues, and she ministered to this man. I'm going to tell you how real this is. Because some people got so much drama, they can draw you into you like really believing what they're saying. Okay. This woman prophesied to this man that his wife was cheating on him. And she described the man that she was cheating on. And she said she staked her ministry on it. And she went on and on. This man went home and beat his wife to sleep. Hello, somebody. Come on. Beat her butt naked. Huh? Come to find out this woman wasn't cheating at all. Lord Jesus. This woman had done boosted this man, and because she told him certain things that made him believe that, no, this got to be God, because this woman know what? Know me. And this woman had to prove herself behind the sheriff. But this man went home and tore his house up. Come on. This is why it's so important. People tell me, oh, God told me to tell you to give $500. God told me to tell you to sow a seed of that. You're going to be dealt with telling people God said something and God ain't told it. Amen. And I'm not saying people are not profitable by doing that, but they reap what they sow. Okay. That same woman I'm telling you the testimony about, I seen her last week on dialysis. Ain't got no teeth in her mouth. She look like a hippie. She like an 18-wheeler got in a fight, and an 18-wheeler won. And she young. But God don't play. This is a sacred office. Every gift is sacred unto God. And make sure, that's why I don't jump up. You don't hear me in the church say, oh, the Lord say this, and mama, the Lord say. Y'all don't hear me say that. If God give me something, I give it to you. Other than that, no, I pray about it. Because I am not going, this is my office. I am not going to be accountable. Telling you something the Lord did not say. When I told you the Lord going to bring you out, did he bring you out? Huh? That's why I don't have to worry about my reputation. Be careful when you say that God is saying, speaking, or dealing, because it is God that is watching. It don't matter how many people believe what you're saying. Come on. Huh? It don't matter who think you all of that. But when you get before that master, he gonna tell you, I didn't tell you that. And why did you use my name? It's in the scripture. You can lose your life with these offices. So when I teach people about the office, I teach them about their gift, but I also teach them about the responsibility. I don't tell nobody what they are or are not no more. I let them prove their office. But your life got to line up with your office, or people are going to crucify you. I'm going to say this. Jesus was perfect. No sin, and they crucified him. Yes. He said if they did it to the green tree, what they gonna do to the dry? Now I know I got some skeletons. Matter of fact, I got a graveyard in my closet. Come on, praise God. Are y'all hearing me real good? Yes. So if they can crucify the man that don't have skeletons in his closet, what about me and you? So we have to be careful how we live our life, because people waiting on a moment where they can catch it. Remember when Juanita Bynum was out there and her and her husband got into it? The first thing they thought of, I thought you said you was a prophet. You ain't see that coming? Yes. They was all on the radio with it. Yes, they did. And they ain't gonna let you live it down. Wait, to give me for free. Huh? He stomped. He said, the Lord didn't tell you that man gonna do that to you? So I'm just here to tell you that these are some of the things that come along with being in these offices. I don't like telling people all the good, because I think that's setting somebody up. When her brother was talking about working for UPS, I said, don't just look at the paycheck, Brother Mario. It's on that money. It's some work. And you got to work whether it's raining, snowing, they don't care. Lightning and thunder. Because they need to know what? The ins and the outs of these offices.
Yes.
They're very sacred. They're very important to God because they're here for the body of Christ. And they're here to help people. Everybody understand? And I'm going to give you a little rundown. I talked to her, so I'm going to see how good I am. We're going to bring up before you Sister Ashley. And a little background, around the age of 12 years old, she was at a conference called Woman Thou Loose. And T.D. Jakes was having a conference, and this was in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Georgia Dome. And her mother was there, and some other people were there, I think a cousin or something that she had told me. And he called out the name Ashley, he called out the row. And he said, I want every Ashley to come out. And he had them to come out. And he ministered to quite a few Ashley, but when he got to her, he began to tell her about some of the things that she would be going through in her life, and that the office of a prophet or prophetess was on her life. She also been ministered by Juanita Bynum about the anointing on her life. She had been ministered by, I know Danny Williams. She was ministered by Beverly Crawford. If he hasn't already done enough, that song. And I heard of Mother Pearl. These people ministered to her in 2009. Sister Ashley is very adamant about God and about praying and about God, knowing God. Some of the gifts that we talked about was about discerning the spirits, because she hears the spirits and she sees spirits. And told me a testimony of praying for some people that were incarcerated and God healed. Being up on an Apostle James from Clearwater, he ministered as well. We want to give her opportunity. Well, everyone to stand on their feet. And you know how I do it here. Always consider if this was you.
Amen.
Because y'all know how I do.
Been there, done that. Yes.
Yeah, Sister Tree done been up. We're going to introduce and we're going to give a warm, cozy welcome to our sister as she come up here and to prove God. Come on here somebody, huh? Sister Ashley Dawkins. Put your hands together for her. Hallelujah! Come on.
Lord, I want to give thanks to you because you are mighty. You are my strength. You are precious Lamb. You are my Prince of Peace. You are my deliverer, my redeemer. And God, I just want to give thanks to you because you did not have to choose me. But God, as I'm standing here in your calling, I ask you to use me, fill me with your spirit, give me the wisdom, knowledge, and the words to provide a good message to this church. In Jesus' name I pray. I want to thank you, Lord, for doing this for me, Ashley.
Amen.
So I just want to testify, make it crystal clear. See, I've been picked out, been picked on, struck about out my rim mouth. I've been beat down till you turn my life around. Seems like I always fall short of being worthy. I ain't good enough, but he still loves me. I ain't no superstar, spotlight ain't shining on me. I ain't good enough, but he still loves me. Love me.
I used to wake up some days and wish I stayed asleep.
I just want to give thanks to God for this song right here really touched right, well, all right. That's and so I sat down and I'm watching it, you know what I'm saying? And when this song come on, every time this song come on and we watching this movie, that song touches me. Because being a good person don't always mean you receive good things. Being a loving person don't mean that you'll receive love. Sometimes you get the total opposite. And I came here today to speak about love, what America is lacking right now. We have ran from God's love and we need to find our way back. And the only way you can find yourself back in God's love is by understanding what love is.
Come on, preach.
I was looking in the Strong. I had went to the library when I got out of jail, and I had that Strong for about a month, and it was due on the first. God forgive me, I didn't take it back, and it's still sitting there. So I looked up the word love, how many times it was used in the Bible, and it said it was used 310 times. What? It was used 310 times, only 131 times in the Old Testament, but 179 times in the New Testament. And what really got me about that is because in the Old Testament, he was not speaking of his love. He was speaking of human love. And the love of a human, they defined it as being an intense feeling. An intense feeling.
Yeah.
When I wrote that down, an intense feeling of deep affection. Deep affection means that you're tender, you're loving, you're kind, you're gentle, you're sweet. You're basically warming to a person. You're like a light that glows and brings heat. It's a certain stimulation to get a reaction. And with that stimulation, it can either go one or two ways. It can be overbearing or it can be just right or not enough.
Yeah.
And so as I look in the Bible, I was looking over some of the stories in the Old Testament. And there was a story about Leah and Rachel. And how Leah was not the chosen wife, but she was the given wife. And he couldn't find himself to love her because he had his mind already set to love Rachel.
Come on.
If you turn your Bibles, I'm looking over my notes, y'all bear with me. Yeah. If you turn your Bibles to Genesis. 29. It speaks about how Rachel and Jacob met, and when he seen her, he was automatically in love. He worked for his kin, his family, for her. He worked for 7 years in order to marry her. Now that's love. Slaving in the fields, knowing that you are a prince of God, a child of God. You slaving for something that you crave, something that you really want.
Yes.
It's a feeling that, okay, I got to conquer this feeling.
Yeah.
It's an explosion. It has to go all the way. And he worked and he worked and he worked. And at the end of his 7 years, he did not receive Rachel. He was tricked and he received Leah.
Oh, no, not the trick. Not the trick.
Yeah. And loved Rachel so much, he was like, I think I could get 7 more years from her because he loves her.
Come on here.
So he worked another 7 years, and he said, at these 7 years, I'm going to get my wife. He received her, and that was his love for her. When Christ entered the world, he did not enter the world for our love. He entered the world for his Father's love and pleasure. And that Father's love and pleasure was the love of his creation. Basically, he was paying the price for something that he didn't want.
Come on.
He was crucified, he was beaten, he was talked about, he was laughed at, he was punished. He had to work overtime because people just don't listen. He wore beatings, he was spit on, he was slapped. I mean, we go through one situation and we think that we can deal with it, but I experienced some things, and I shouldn't be standing here in the same aspect. By all means, I'm not free of all my sins, but God still loves me. And because he loves me, he's well enough to complete his purpose inside of me. With that being said, God had to love his enemies. He had to love the people that try to destroy his Father's dream. And when you have a vision of something, when you have that display of picture, you want that picture to be fulfilled. You want to receive that picture as it is, not knowing that it's going to take something to make that picture form into the way that it should be. That picture comes with a lot of paint, a lot of drawing, a lot of lines, circles, a lot of shapes. Not knowing that at the end of that picture, it all comes together for the glory of God. It all comes together to make a perfect picture. When God created love, it was good and it was bad. That means you can be punished and you can be rewarded with love. But right now, we're going through so much in America that they have taken love out of the jails. Basically, you have to act a certain way when you're in jail and you're praising the Lord. I just went through it, and when I tell you, such good service, but you can't worship God because you're judged. They automatically try to make you something that you're not. They try to make it what they want it to be. And when they took God's prayer out of schools, it brought destruction. It became deformed. You know, without that compassion, without that love, there was nothing. And now it's total chaos. Then they took it out of America, and America started being what they wanted to be. And right now we're suffering very, 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 very hard times. I was in jail and I overheard a man speak about how they have made these missiles, and so-called Obama, in his loving attitude, went over and tried to have a peace treaty to stop making these missiles, stop making these atomic bombs. Well, they ended up completing them. And with all the technology in America, nobody mentioned that they could see it on the satellites being completed. And right now, you know, we're going through the whole thing with everybody's talking about the market of the beast. That's only because they have taken the love out of politics, out of our economic living. And God is calling us back to love. And in love, you have to worship. You have to do it in all truthful and honesty. It's something that you can't pretend. You can't fake love. You can make somebody feel something that is not real.
Yes.
You can see people do stuff, but it doesn't add up when it's not pure.
Amen.
Got to be perfect. Yes.
So with that being said, I just came by to let you guys know that love is a very, very powerful thing in your walk. And the only way your spirit will grow is if you open up your heart and let God perform His love, His intimacy with you yourself.
Yes.
I'm still working on mine. I'm going to let y'all know how it worked out.
That's it right now. Yes.
And I'm going to tell him thank you when it happens. But at this time, I want to give the mic back to my pastor, and I hope that I did fine enough for you guys. I wanted to make it short and sweet because I'm not really in the office, as my pastor say, to prophesy, and I won't do so. So I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity.
Get a little pastor now. Come on, you got hand in prayer. I wrote a lot of notes for that little short time. Thank God for shorthand. I'm bad with that. Hallelujah. Come on, give God a hand in prayer. It ain't easy. Come on here, somebody. Huh? Give God good, y'all. You go to looking around, you start looking at people's forehead, their eyelashes, you start seeing their ears, they're looking down, if they're talking, if they're paying attention, you go, then you're like, what was I talking about? It's easy, come on here somebody, to lose your place, but God is good. Come on here somebody, huh? It is not. Let me tell you something, a lot of people think let me change that. They right. I am mean.
Yes.
I'm hard. I'm a very tough person, but you would know your stuff.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, if you can make it through me, you won't get broke by them out there.
Yes.
You look at them people like, child, Pete, that's all you got? Huh?
Yes.
I know my stuff. I brought all this stuff for Ashley. I ain't care which way she went, what topic she used. I read it for her.
Lord Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
I'm in my Bible. I don't come from my opinions. And I had initiation. I got my Masonic order. I said, however she want to do it, I got it. What she want to do, lean with it. You know why I say these things? Because when you get out here, you don't know what you're going to be faced with.
Yes.
And you don't know who's going to try you, who's going to bring up your past. And you got to know the word. A lot of people base their relationship with God on feelings. Let me tell you why you don't do that. Because God's word never changes.
Never.
Because sometimes you're going to feel anointed and sometimes you ain't going to feel anointed.
Come on. Amen.
You just going to have to know.
How to go for what you know.
And let me tell you something. People will tell you to your face, you call and chosen. As soon as you ain't got to fully turn your back, they talking and saying something else.
Amen.
Don't let nobody fool you, Mr. Ashton.
Even family.
The Bible says a prophet is not without honor except in his own kin. If you ain't having trials with your family, then you sure ain't God.
Yes.
Okay.
They'll call you whatever in your face.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Behind your back, that nigga
Come on.
still owe me $20 talking about they preaching. Don't the Lord tell them to pay me my $20 back. That's how they do, huh?
They see something.
And that's what, and let me tell y'all something. Being a prophet or prophetess is a dangerous office because if you read your Bible from Genesis to Revelation, those are the people that are persecuted and they are killed. And God uses them to be an example.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I tell somebody about a story about Jonah. Jonah was a prophet. And God told him to go to Nineveh. All of us hard-headed people.
Yes.
And you know why Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh? Because Because he said, you're going to forgive them anyway, so why should I have to go down there?
Yeah.
So since you're going to forgive them, why should I go? You're going to go because I told you to go. That's what prophets do. They do what they sing. If God send you somewhere, I'm going to look at people and say, why you want to prophesy to me? Prophesy to them. They don't even like me. I didn't call you to minister to them because they like you. I told you to go tell what I said. Alright. So what happened was, he went to Tarshish, going another way. And the storm came. Because that's his boss. And you know what? Everybody out there praying to their God. They say, everybody get up here and pray. That boat went to rock. And I'm here to help y'all, huh? And rocking and moving and all this. And all of a sudden, they said, well, there's somebody down in the belly of this boat down here asleep. Get him up. Then he said, we about to perish. Woke him up. He said, that's my God out there doing all that.
Yes,
It's your God. Well, you need to come out here and have a talk with him.
Amen. Yes.
Backsliders will take you through. They God be sitting up.
Yes.
Where you at? All of a sudden, now got Charlie House rocking.
Yes. Yes.
Huh? You riding around with a backslider is dangerous. I hope you got insurance. Because when God pursuing them, I remember my mom, I was in the church. My mom said, you need to come out of that church. I said, I can't go. She said, no, you need to come out there. They talking about it. I said, no. Because I had an experience before. I left there because I was upset. And he told me to go back. And I didn't go back. Well, he went to shut down everything.
Yes.
Because you don't do what you want to do. And a lot of times, people ain't going to understand why you're going through the things you're going through. Let me explain this why I say that song, Lord, prepare me. Because when God make you, he take you through what he wants you to go through. And the reason why you go down the road, because you have to talk to them same people that you walk down the roads with, huh?
Yes.
That's why I ain't ashamed of nothing. People come out, oh, no, I'm not ashamed of nothing I have ever gone through or did. You know why? Because that gave me the experience. That's why I don't judge people. Huh? I don't judge. But I tell people, be careful how you live your life. And let me tell you, especially as a female, you're going to be crucified harder than I am.
Yes.
Because they already got a problem with women in the pulpit.
Yes.
And they already got a problem with a woman telling them what to do. So they definitely have a problem with a woman telling them what God say do.
Yes. Preach back.
So you better have yourself what? Together.
Yes.
Know your stuff. We were out evangelizing on the streets from one pastor. And Mama, you remember a lady named Bambi, Miss Bambi. Bambi. But Bambi was a backslider. She raised up in the church. So the other lady, I was over there doing my thing. So come to find out, they done him Bambi in the corner talking about ministering to Bambi. And the lady was using the scripture. Bambi told her that ain't how that word say. The word quote like this. The lady got mad without cussing.
What you say, Fast Elementary?
You don't know who know they Bible.
Yes, auntie.
You know, I was on my job and a white guy that was working in a certain area, he said, Sam. I was like, what? So when people know you preach or this or whatever. He said, Sam, do you know who the leaf is? I said, absolutely. I said, the leaf was Adam Furr's wife that God made that would not bow down to her husband. He said, oh, you do know. Why am I telling you this? Because a lot of people don't know that.
Okay. Yes.
Brother Mario was in jail. He called me on the phone. He said, they said
Yes.
that the forbidden fruit was sex. It wasn't the apple. That ain't true, is it? I said, it's absolutely true.
Amen.
I said, all we had to do was get rid of an apple. Child, please. Yeah, I don't want no applesauce. No, I rebuke that and then give me orange juice.
Yes.
But with the Bible is spiritually interpreted. Huh?
Yes.
That's why Cain is not Adam's son.
Go ahead, tell it, Pastor.
The serpent had sex with Eve.
Amen.
Because serpents did not crawl like they do now. That was the part of the curse. He stood up just like a man. He went into it just like a man. Adam said, this has been touched. Abel belongs to Adam. Cain belongs to the serpent.
Yes.
And you need to know this stuff. So when people come and what challenge, especially when you say you're a preacher, especially when you say this position here, being a pastor, is totally different than I walk in all 5 ministries. But the difference of being a pastor, I'd rather be a prophet or an apostle. You know why? Because an evangelist, because they can go. When you a pastor, you got to stay put.
Yes.
And you got to deal with everybody's mood swing. What you doing? Son, when I'm having a good day, I'm my mind on my bill and ask her about her baby toe. I don't want to hear nothing about her baby toe.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm a pastor. I got to.
You got that back there.
This ain't easy, y'all. And when you are out here, warfare is real.
Yes.
The Bible says, lay hands suddenly on no man. This is why I teach it like this. Because you don't want to be contending with people's spirits. Everybody in here is anointed.
Yes.
Understand that. Get that out your head. It ain't no one anointed. The devil is anointed.
Yes, sir. He's a bad man.
The Bible calls him anointed cherub.
Yes.
He was created by who? God.
God.
We are anointed because we were created by who? God. That's spirit. Everybody here got a human spirit.
Yeah.
Everybody. We carry an aura. Everybody, some of us more developed than others, but everybody has it. So in this, really take this serious. These officers are safe. Let's give to that again another hand.